Even a guy that's not trained, even that guy Derek you fought, you started kicking him.
He checked a couple.
And his legs started coming up. Like you threw a couple kicks, and he was like, oh God, like this. But then you started kicking, and people do this, which isn't really like a check, but it's like, it's actually worse, because if you throw a proper, if I do like a textbook check, and you throw a kick, I'm supposed to like, really like, cover everything up. But what's worse is if you throw a kick, and I just kind of half-ass it, it puts that knee right to your shin.
Right.
So that could get you hurt. So we are going to talk about setting up leg kicks so that they land flush. You don't have to worry about getting checked. You don't have to worry about banging your shin into their knee. I'm with the man himself, Blackie Chan. Blackie Chan has some of the meanest leg kicks on Streetbeefs, but we need to help him set those up so as he climbs in competition, people start checking him, start dealing with him. So we're gonna do a couple setups for the leg kicks. Your punches don't have to land. Like, you don't have to land your punches. A lot of times we think like yesterday in the sparring, and you'll see some sparring with us soon, so make sure you're subscribed. We were asking for jabs from our guys. And a lot of times they'll be like this and they'll think like, oh, I gotta do that. We're not asking for that. We're just asking for this. Because if they're addressing those jabs, they're forgetting about their legs. So we'll just kind of go back and forth a little bit. Like Chan, double jabs, right? Land the kick. I like it to come in a little faster, right? If you don't marry yourself to the punches, if you don't marry yourself to those punches, you just sort of throw them away. You're already starting your kick, and you can land that thing. Just send it sooner after that jab, right? Pop, pop, boom, right? Pop, pop, boom, yeah. Oh my God. And I figured out what's different about this guy. I figured out what's special about him. He told me he used to play soccer, and I'm guessing you ran a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
His shins feel like iron, even through the shin pads, even going light. That's why those things hurt so bad. They feel like concrete in there. But sometimes people start checking, right? Boom, boom. We start dealing with this. Boom, boom. He starts checking. I gotta work my way around this. To show three things. We've shown it before, but I think they all kind of go together because they work on this shifting hip movement and footwork that we've covered recently. The first one I call it the wave dash, right? So I jab, I kick him. He doesn't like that, so he's gonna start checking. I get a check, I'm gonna wave dash. I'm gonna show this, he checks, right? And then just as his foot's coming back down, I'll slam that one there. Looks kind of like this, jab, jab, kick, ooh, like that. Now, look what I'm doing with my head. I am pulling my head offline, he checks, and then keeping my head over here as I move out of the way. That's important because if he's punching back at all, right, I'm safely out of the way and I'm squatting. I'm loading this leg up really big to give me more reach. I can reach further with this leg kick. If I stand up tall, I'm getting my ankle and foot on there, right? If I squat and load, I get my shin on there, which is a little safer for me. So, double jab, kick. Ooh, you don't like those, right? Boom, bang. Now, after we beat that leg up, they're gonna start getting really wise and they're gonna start tip tap, tip tap, 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 tap. So they get that leg up quick so they can check and deal with that. And maybe they don't bite on the feint and then they get it right like that. So we feint and we're gonna go to that one. Boom, which we covered in the Mike Tyson footwork for kickboxing. From the back, it looks like this. I go boom, again, pulling my head off. And this is close range, so you see I'm playing with his hands too. Bop, bop, bing, bop, bop. This is one where we attack that tensor fascia tensor fascia, TFL, the TFL, I never know how to say it. It's this little guy right here, not the hip bone. That'll hurt you without shin guards. It's right below that hip bone, that little thing that kind of folds him like that. Now this whole time we're just playing with his guard and playing with his mind. We're trying to manipulate him into reacting to us instead of acting on his own. That keeps me from having to adjust to what he's doing. I funnel him towards what I want to do, which is kick his legs safely without getting punched in the face, ideally, right? So I want to make him move. I want to make him change what he's doing. If this is his stance, I want him to change that stance because that's where he wants to be. So I start frying this leg, right? I start making him hate that leg, he'll start pulling it back, you know? And then I start frying that one. And you can actually end up, by the time you're done, you'll make the guy stand really square. He'll end up more squared up to you. And then we're gonna go around, because when he's squared up and he's strong and he's just like, well, I don't know how to check these things anymore. Some guys are kind of tough, they can take that. I'm gonna do the same footwork. Just like I replaced this foot with my rear foot to land that kick. Boom. I'm going to step out, again, sending the hands, not really committing to any punches. I step out, and I'm gonna replace this foot with this foot and go in the back door. Well, to their hamstring. So the cool part about these is you get them guessing, right? You get them reacting to what you're doing. Leg kick. Oh, you better check those better than that. Yeah. Boom, boom. Ooh, that hurt me. So I'll go back there, right? And they'll freeze squared up in the middle, just trying to figure out which one they're supposed to be doing, right? And then that sets us up nicely for our front linear kicks, teep kicks, side teeps, push kicks, snap kicks, whatever kind of straight linear kick you like, except for side kicks. Side kicks don't work, right? We get this guy guessing and biting, as Joe Rogan always says when Izzy fights. He's biting on those feints, right? We make him guess which one it's going to be, and then he forgets about the straight line attack. Or you go up top with the head kick. You know, I've been hurting him here. Even a guy who knows what he's supposed to do. Blackie Chan knows he's not supposed to block these kicks with his hands. He knows that. But even UFC fighters, you will see their hands come down as someone's really tearing up their legs. Their hands will start to lower. And they come up, whoop, and we get one of those. So we want to manipulate him. Put him where you want him. Put his guard where you want it. Put his legs where you want him. But make him react to you. All right, so come forward, jab, jab, low kick. Boom, keep that right hand. Keep that, like, boom, post it in my face. Especially if it's someone taller than you, right? And they can punch you while, like, because sometimes, go to kick, sometimes a dude will just answer like that. And that sucks. So always keep that right hand in my face. And it'll keep my guard up, right? And now you pump fake one, the wave dash, boom, boom, and land as their weight comes back on that. Now he's worried about this leg, so he's getting real heavy. Boom, and you go back there. Go ahead, throw that thing in there. I know I was complaining because his leg kicks hurt so damn bad. Go ahead, throw it in there. It's for the video. Boom, ooh wee. So now I'm worried about that. Ooh wee. And now I start squaring up, and I'm sitting down heavy. You can kick there. You can come around the back, right? Yeah, right. Boom, that one there. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna do a little drill where we're not trying to punch each other, but we are trying to leg kick each other, and we're gonna try to fake each other out. So we're not gonna do a lot of footwork, not a lot of movement. We'll just sort of stand like this, and I'll whip one in there, and we'll just sort of like that. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I get my, you got me. Sometimes you can, oh God, sometimes you can double them up. You know, if you kick one, you get another one a lot of times because they don't think you'll kick again. Sometimes you can even triple them up, and then the guy be like, all right, dude, you know? Be merciless, man, be merciless. That's my favorite one. It's so hard.
I'm so heavy on this foot.
Well, it's
hard to move.
And they are if you have torn this one up. If I've torn this one up, they start getting heavy on that one so that they can pick that one up quick. Right? And then that one becomes easy, you know? Let's go. Oh God. Alright, if you want more fitness tips, self-defense techniques, gear reviews, as well as concepts and principles that make you hard to hurt, make sure you subscribe, or Blackie channel leg kick you.
Turn that lead foot on that leg. There we go. It's alright. Hands up. Hands up. It's alright. Walk it off. Just find an angle. Don't stand in front of him.